Well, by now, if you've seen these videos, you know there's been problems with the storm that just came by, produced that rage. Even as of this morning, there were 5 people trying to walk across the bridge. I assume they were going north to try to get to Harbor Island to get to work. And they ended up getting washed over the edge. They got banged up and all that kind of stuff, but nobody got killed. So that was bad, but the real issue in this is that up by Daddy Joe's, there used to be a sand pit over here. Okay, so here's the ocean, here's the sand pit. So now that water all came through. And if you saw some of the pictures like on Facebook or social media, that whole area there turned into like this lake. But this is higher, this is lower by Golden Key. So when the lake's here, what happens? It's going to drain down into Golden Key. As it drained, it took out the road, and of course as it goes more and more, it takes out more and more of the road. Okay, so you say, oh, once it stops draining, then we can just, you know, put some rocks in there, put some curry, retar it, all's well, blah, blah. It's a little bit more complicated than that, because that section now that was opened up, that turned into the lake from the ocean, is now super susceptible to doing it every time you have a rage coming in. So every time there's a rage that's going to come in, it might not be as disastrous, but that water will collect there and then run into the road. So depending on how bad that weather is, will be depend on how much water runs across over towards Golden Key. So this is a fairly complicated engineering problem that I don't know how you would do. Whether you would have to dig some kind of a pit so when the water came over it collected with underground stuff to Golden Key, I really don't know. But because of this, what's happened, they're going to have to figure out something, and it's not going to be an easy fix. It's not just a matter of throw some gravel in there, tar it all over, and let's get back to business. That'll be a good temporary fix, but that's not going to solve the problem. Like 2 weeks from now, we, heaven forbid, get another storm like that, it's going to do the same thing again. It's going to run across the road, enough for it, and then it's gone again. So in the meantime, the impact here, I mean, Sid has been fielding questions for what, 3 days? 3 days of how do I get across? How do I get here? What do we do? How can I fly? You know, one question or another. And we don't have all the answers. People, the government doesn't just contact us and say, oh, put this out. Oh, put this out. Oh, put this out. So we have limited information as to what, and Sid tries to, you know, be as helpful as possible in helping people. But right now, you can fly from the north and you can fly from the south. Those are your options. There's no other way. You can't drive. You can't, there were boats for a little while, but now it's too rough. So there's no boats, and I don't even know where you'd go above Glass Window Bridge to collect, you know, connect with the boat. Maybe you could get the boat somewhere in Golden Key on that side, but you know, getting all your luggage, you're on vacation because you were landing in North Eleuthera, but you're staying in Governors or someplace else. I don't know how you're gonna take all your luggage on a boat where there's not a dock that's easy to get into and come across. I mean, if you got a carry-on, sure, you probably can. But if you come across and you got 3, 4 suitcases or that kind of thing, I don't know. And so the planes are all booked coming from North Eleuthera to south. There's a couple that are trying to add in new flights and things like that, but it's one of those things that I don't know when it's going to be fixed. It could be a week, could be a month. I don't know. So we do the best we can, but I can't, or Sid can't, give you any definitive answers. You know, call Southern Air, call Pineapple Air, call Bahamas Air, call
White Crown.
White Crown. Check out their websites, see if they've got flights. That's the
airports.
Call the airports, or North Eleuthera more specifically.
And then don't forget your car charters. That's going to go things
right.
up there
If
too.
you rented a car, it's not going to be up there anymore. Or if it is, it's not coming this way anymore. So lots of little pieces for you to think about, but it's one of those deals. It's not a great thing. Nobody wanted it, but it is what it is, and now it's got to be dealt with. So what's good?
Eleuthera is beautiful
Right.
this time of year.
Right, and of course it has to happen in March. We're like one of the busiest months of the year. And that's one of the other problems too, is so many people are planning on coming here. What you're gonna do, I don't know. But I don't have all the answers. We put out the information as soon as we can. So